but then also like the Dipset kind of like what happened was Cam just left, you know, and y'all could ask Jim, and I didn't like that he left them. So I actually had Jim came to see me at the time. It was at Rachel Roy penthouse of the old Tommy Hilfiger building. He had just started getting strong. And I was like, oh shit, you got strong. And he was like, yo, I got to do what I got to do, Cam. To me, the way I remember the conversation, Cam broke out. I don't know why, with the whatever problems they had. And he wasn't with Juelz. So he said he got a deal with Sony. And I was like, all right, I'll help. So what I did was me and Jim did a play. We did a movie with his crew. Mel Matrix is in it and all that. We made a whole lot of records. And we did a real play. And, we did a lot of things. A documentary. We did a documentary, a movie, a play. I spent the marketing money, and Al Branch was there. And the documentary's on America New. You can see it. It's called This Is Jim Jones. So I was showing you how to stimulate the verticals. And then I was even trying to help Juelz. But again, these, to me, I'm not going to call them children, but, Cam was supposed to be their leader. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm not dissing Cam. I'm just telling you what happened. So I had to start. This happened with S.A. Pause. They had these artists in London. So when they would sign artists and stuff, like I'm not going to just let the artists. I did all of that with Jim for free. You know what I'm saying? And look at the doc. It'll show it. It'll show everything step by step. This is Jim Jones. Red Apples Falling was the movie with his whole team. But what I liked was, and again, whatever we got now, I've always respected Jim's work ethic. There's things about Jim that I didn't want to be a part of, but either way, he was not going to stop. And even to this day, and I actually, that day that Cam brings up that I apologize, it was because I heard he was talking to the feds, and I didn't want them investigating me. So I was like, yo, my bad. Just keep my name out your mouths. Just because I get more girls. It was like a joke. But what that stimulated that was I called Jim and was like, yo, bro, like, I know your kid, but nothing really happened. And he was like, yo, we good, but some things can't be resolved. I don't know what happened that things can't be resolved, but I did, I've always liked that the part of Jim is his work ethic and how he won't quit. And he still has it, how he leveraged the moment. And he stays out there. You can't knock work ethic, but I always would look out. It just didn't seem like there was any, he didn't want no more Dipset. Juelz was a kid. He was like 16. It was, to me, because I couldn't tell Juelz what to do. That was Cam's job. It'd be like the uncle or the, telling, and the father's right there. Not to say he was his father, but, he was the older person that was bringing him along. I was going to sign Juelz before that, before they even met Cam. He was with, I forgot, with him and another little dude. Pause. But I didn't think they were ready. And when they got back with Cam, I was like, damn, hope they guide him right. But, when you're that young, you don't know how to you're young. Half your brain is developed. So I just felt bad that they got left. And, I always tried to help after that. But, I always would be like, yo, yeah, they could just tour, but they can't have all them people on the stage. You know what I'm saying? That was, like Jim's show was a play. So I was like, you have, and, I even had him doing shows in like Williamsburg, and I got it all on tape. Because he would trust me.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.